I'm Nick.
And I'm Suzy.
And we know things. I feel like we have to put that in quotes.
I know things.
Non-professional. What do you know? Tell me a thing you know, Suze. Interesting.
My professional t-shirt tells you everything you need to know about my qualifications to give you good life advice.
Would you say you've seen all of the Scooby-Doos?
All of them.
That's all it takes. What if we found out that Dr. Phil just had seen all the episodes of Scooby-Doo? Like that's his only real qualification.
Yeah. At the end of every show, he just like tries to rip people's faces off, but it's just their face. It's not a mask. It's their face.
We're here to answer your questions. And thankfully, some of you were kind enough to write in some questions, and those are the questions we're going to answer. Is that clear enough? Did I make that clear enough? There's not enough white men out there giving their opinion on the internet. So, we have some of your questions, and we're gonna make some jokes and try to help.
Dear Nick and Suze, I haven't finished anything since I graduated college. I make big plans that excite me to no end, and then minutes, weeks, years, husbands later, I'm not excited anymore. How can I finish something?
Jeez.
You finished that question. That right there. You typed the whole thing out.
It's true. Yeah, give yourself credit. Writing comments on the internet, you know how you're like halfway through and you just like walk away from your computer? And you're like, what was I doing?
No. I troll people to completion. Nothing.
No comment. We're both creatives, so we're incredible at finishing everything we start. The second we start it. Like this sentence.
Oh, he was finished.
That was done.
He finished it. I also have this problem. I'm gonna say something radical here. I don't think we have to finish every single idea we have. Yeah.
I didn't want to push you all the way off, but maybe that would have been the best way to go.
Yeah, it would have been good. You didn't shove me off to completion. So some ideas I think it's important to have, like, it's good if we have lots of ideas and then to be selective about which ones we actually put thought, time, energy into, like, actually making a thing. So you don't have to make a thing out of every single idea you have. Though you do lose momentum with every single, you can't keep that spark with every, through the whole thing. If it's just because it seems like work and it's not as shiny, or if maybe you're depressed, is it because you're stuck on a part and don't know where to go? I feel like maybe identifying why you've given up on something is also important, because whether or not you choose to pick it back up is going to depend on the whys of why you've lost excitement over it.
Mm-hmm. Are you done with your take?
For a sec, go ahead.
Okay, a man speaking, everybody. I think... Okay, a man speaking, everybody. I think... If you know that there's a point where like the excitement of the project that is like, oh my gosh, I want to do this. This is so great. I'm excited about this. Tomorrow you might wake up and not be excited about it as much. If you take a break from it, come back, it will cycle back to the initial spark. Like the creative process is just this.
Or you have a breakthrough that you get excited, that re-excites you about a thing.
There's a meme about it online, I'm sure. I've seen a few of them.
I think it's the dolphin one.
Yeah, it's the one that's like this.
Mm-hmm, with the dolphin.
Anyway. This is an easy one. Dear Nick and Suze, I always thought I wanted to have kids, but my first husband didn't want them. Then I taught school for 10 years, and now myself am kind of sick of / jaded about kids. Feeling like I've raised thousands of them. Now my new husband wants kids. Most parents tell me, you'll love it, it's different when it's yours, or just to not have kids, even when they have them. Are kids worth it? Should I have them? Am I just a spoiled and lazy cuss?
Yes.
We're a big proponent of kidnapping.
Yes.
First off, you see it on the news all the time. It's so popular.
People pull it off all the time.
Yeah, it never goes wrong. Anyway.
You have access to a lot of kids. You said literally thousands.
Yeah,
so
just take a kid. Her name had Utah in the title, so I'm guessing you know people with like a dozen kids.
She moved though.
Just take one. Oh, never mind. Okay, don't take kids. First off, this is an example of bad advice.
It is.
What we're giving.
Kidnappings happen all the time on Scooby-Doo. And rarely does it turn out okay. It's usually a banker in a ghoul mask.
I will say that it is different when it's your kid.
Yes.
You love them. But you know.
It is different when it's yours. Like, okay, so mom had daycare in our house when I was a kid. Like, I hated little kids. I couldn't do any of those jobs. You couldn't pay me $1 million to be a teacher. I would be one of those teachers that, like, beat a kid, drug him down the hallway, no one knows.
You would have been in jail.
I'd be in jail. Because, like, one kid sassing me. Kid?
I'm rethinking my choice of co-host in this project. There's a grass is greener thing when you're in the middle of all the, like, garbage with, like, kids giving you sass or, like, you know, just throwing fits or just being terrible. You're like, oh my gosh, there was a time when I didn't have this. And then when it's, like, wonderful, you're just like, this is the greatest. I can't believe that I even lived another life when I didn't have it.
Yeah.
So it's just...
There's good and there's bad. Something that you and your husband need to get on the same page. Like, you both have to be pro kid to have a kid, though. I feel like it never turns out fantastic when one person gives in to the other person to have a kid, when you're both not stoked about it. Kids already puts a huge stress on your relationship. And so if you're both not stoked about it, and then you put that in like, oh, we're magically, you know, this is gonna make things better.
Yeah.
Magically makes things better.
It definitely magnifies any problems that are already there
Yes.
in the relationship.
Yes.
So make sure you both really want that.
Also, knowing you and your martial arts stuff and your flips and tricks stuff, you will pee your pants every time, at least a little bit after that. Like, it does change your body. And it changes your body in, like, an amazing, awesome way. Like, you're like, holy shit, my body, like, can do amazing stuff. But also, you're going to pee your pants after. So just be ready for that. I pee my pants, like, 4 times a day. That's an exaggeration. I just peed my pants now. Like, I'm very excited. I was talking excitedly, and a tiny bit of pee came out.
So just weigh how much you really want to pee your pants.
Spin that positively. There are whole channels on Pornhub where you just go pee.
Next question.
You get some. I love fun hair colors, but I'm having trouble getting the color to stay longer than 3 weeks. Any advice?
I'll take this one, Suze. Just shave your head. Next question. I know someone with really pretty hair. It's very vibrant and colorful and always looks very luminous.
I told you not to bring up Heather ever again, and you're bringing her up again.
Okay, well then, hey Heather, can you leave? Thanks. We don't need you this time. Well, since the expert's not here, let's go to Suze for her commentary.
So, okay, number 1, to make your hair vibrant, if you are brunette, to make color stick and be more vibrant and last longer, you're gonna have to bleach your hair that you're putting color on top of. You can put color on brown, but it's not gonna last as long, it's not gonna be as vibrant. Number 2, you can put color in your conditioner, which is what I do. And that way, every time you condition your hair, you are depositing a little bit more color on, and that will help keep that fresh also. Number 3, you're not gonna like this, but cold water makes all the difference in the world. So if you don't want to take a freezing cold shower, you have to wash your hair in cold water in a sink or in a bathtub, but warm or hot water really does strip color out so much faster than just dipping your head into an ice bath.
Cold
water.
shower? I usually just
Sure.
think about baseball and my grandma.
Yes. You see what it's done to your hair.
Oh, I was talking about something else.